It's the key to life. It makes it possible for us to get out the door, challenge ourselves, and find joy. There are few things more important than our health. Throughout history, there have been breakthroughs in health technology that have made our lives longer, more vibrant, more joyful. Breakthroughs that have fundamentally changed how we think, learn, and live.
This is where the future lies, and this is why redox chemistry and supplements that employ this are so powerful.
They literally turn on and turn off, signal every single process in every living cell. And to be able to stabilize a product that allows us to replenish that is just a phenomenal breakthrough.
This has the capability to change the landscape of the healthcare system as we know it.
What if one of the biggest breakthroughs in health technology was actually something small? A breakthrough technology that works at the cellular level, where health begins.
This truly is a transformational technology. It's an elegant and very simple product that's having a profound impact.
When people ask me what I'm most excited about, it's the fact that we own the space of redox right now.
A health technology so unique and cutting edge that it is transforming health at a foundational level and changing lives all over the world. A technology that empowers the most basic building blocks of your body to thrive. ASEA Redox.
Hi, I'm Danielle Matthews. I live in Melbourne, Florida. So I was a very upbeat kid, loved sports. I started swimming at the age of 8. I also played softball and I did lacrosse. I ran track. I played golf for my high school golf team. And in my free time, I went snowboarding.
Danielle there was no fear. You know, if she wanted to go try something, she would try it. That's the one thing that I think to this day I think about is just the courage and the persistence and that never giving up, and that was from her whole life. You just saw that all along.
She was very energetic, easy to get along with. She just exuded a confidence, and I was like, I could be friends with this girl.
My name is Leland Duck. I live in Plano, Texas. I also live in Oklahoma about half the time with my ranch there, and I've been doing that for 25 years.
Leland and his wife are just wonderful people, very, very down to earth.
He's always been a go-getter, always been a go-getter.
I have never seen someone 66 work that hard, that consistently.
He loves helping people. I think that is his gift, is helping others.
I'm Ashley Ulrey. I am a wife to John, mother to Melody, who's 18. James is 16 and Taylor's 13. They are absolutely the love of my life. I would do anything for my husband and kids, any way to serve them and help them be the better person that they're designed to be.
Ashley's my bride, my soulmate, my beautiful wife. We've been married a little over 11 years and my best friend. We talk about everything, do everything together.
She's my mom. I love her very much. She's like one of my best friends.
I love her personality, how she just shows it, she doesn't hide it.
My mom is like very strong and I look up to her very much. Just everything she does, her business, her family, friends. She is amazing and is always showing compassion.
The story of how I got introduced to ASEA actually all starts because of a bad accident I was in June of 2012. I was actually hit by a drunk driver in a car accident and sustained an injury to my brain that left me at the age of 23 really struggling.
I was out taking the dog for a walk when she called. So I walked back in the house and my husband just had this weird look on his face. And I was like, well, what's wrong? And he said, Danielle was in an accident.
It's amazing that I walked away from that. And like, what a blessing that I did and that more didn't happen. You know, it's like that day my life could have ended. what it's taken from my life. I remember I love snowboarding. I mean, that just gave me like, oh, that was my passion. Like that gave me my fire. That's all I did. That's all I wanted to do. And when I was told I couldn't snowboard, it was like, you know, the risk of hitting your head again, and I just felt like I lost everything.
About 2.5 years ago, I was approached, went to bed fine after working my cattle at the ranch, drove back to Dallas, went to bed, and woke up the next morning, and I couldn't function, I couldn't focus, and that really brought me to my knees.
The next morning he woke up and he couldn't get up. I had to help him out of bed. He couldn't dress himself. I had to help him put a shirt on. His hands were like this.
I couldn't stand up on my own. I hurt in every joint. It scared me. For the first time, I was really scared.
So since I was 6 months old, I started having convulsions. It hit the worst in my 30s.
It got real serious because she was having to use a cane, couldn't hardly walk, and at the time we lived in a 2-story house and she couldn't get up and down the stairs. I sat there and would literally watch my wife like she was dying.
Being told that I probably would not live to see my youngest graduate high school is when it hit the hardest. Because I mean, that's every mother's dream. You want to watch your kids grow up, you want to watch them succeed in life and do great things, and so that was going to take life away from me.
Health is not just simply the absence of disease, especially in today's day. Health is something we have to earn. What can I do to get to the root of things and really prevent problems from happening? Is it possible? And the answer is yes.
You know, I think most people don't actually really consider their health until it's gone. So it's the choices that we make today that are going to determine the level of our wellness and our health and our healthy longevity tomorrow.
We want to keep people healthy. We don't want to see that deterioration. The whole process of the anti-aging and regenerative medicine that I'm so passionate about is on the premise that we can maintain energy, we can maintain health.
So prevention is key, but people need to value it, and people need to understand what it is and take responsibility.
ASEA Redox was introduced to me by a friend at church. She called me up and said, hey, I think you might like this. So I put her in pen on my calendar and said, okay, I'll be there. So I took it in the afternoon of day 1. The morning I woke up and my feet hit the floor. It was the first day I could stand up and say, wow. My energy level was great. The first full day, my sleep was deeper. Starting ASEA Redox was the absolute best yes.
We searched everything. For a year we were looking, and after a year my neurologist actually told me, look Danielle, with this type of injury, your body has done all the healing that it's going to do. And he said, this is just your new normal. And I suggest that you start, shaping your life around these symptoms that you have. My parents didn't accept that as an answer, and they said, we'll find something. A friend of my mom's actually introduced us to it. She'd said she was using it in her practice, and she was, really able to support her clients on a whole nother level. And she said, I really think this is something that could support Danielle in helping her, live the way she wants to live. And I started using ASEA, and I was drinking 8 ounces of it a day. In the 3rd month, my energy started coming back, and I was able to participate in life again. I could take the dog on a walk, and I could talk to my friend on the phone, and I could have dinner with my family. Just the clarity that I had, it was amazing. I started to feel like myself again.
I was approached by a friend of mine with this product. The thing that attracted me to it is he told me that it was non-toxic. And I knew that everything that I had been taking for the last 14 months had major side effects to it. So I came home for the first time in 13 months with hope that I'd found something that maybe could help me. When I saw the results that I had in the first 90 days, it to me was mind-boggling. And I've seen over now 2.5 years of being on the product, a continual change in my body, from the look of my skin to how I feel. It seems like the longer I take it, the more I take, the better I feel. And so I never plan on going back to where I was.
There really wouldn't be an ASEA without my father. Dad and I were introduced to a company in northern Utah that was developing some technologies and needed some help. One of those products is what we now know as ASEA Redox today.
This product speaks for itself, its results speaks for itself, and it's something that every single person should be taking.
With ASEA Redox, we take the most basic building blocks of life, salt and purified water. We mix them together and we take it through our breakthrough patented electrolysis process. After the salt and water goes through that process, it's no longer salt and water. We're creating what are called redox molecules.
In the world that we live in today, our cells are being challenged all the time, whether it's through the air that we breathe, the food that we eat, physical exertion, stress, aging. We all face these challenges. We need something to help our cells function at the optimal level, and that's what ASEA Redox does.
For me, the ASEA Redox supplement represents the newest version of technology that you can introduce to your body. It's native, it's naturally going to go in and signal your cells to do what they're supposed to do. We really look at the ASEA Redox supplement as cutting edge technology in the space of supplementing people's health.
ASEA is truly a breakthrough in that it has not been done before. The approach to health at a cellular level, at a redox signaling level, which is the way that our cells communicate with each other, is truly foundational and groundbreaking.
Scientists once thought that it was impossible to do what we have done. The future for ASEA and ASEA Redox technology is bright. We are just at the very beginning of this great technology that I truly believe is going to change the world.
ASEA Redox has been scientifically shown to activate, to turn on genetic activity at the foundational level in the body in 5 key areas of health: immune system, inflammatory response, cardiovascular health, digestive health, and hormone balance. In these 5 areas of health, it's like we're turning on a light switch in your body. We're activating genes at the most foundational level of your body so that you can maximize health and be the best version of you to create the life that you want to live.
Inside every cell in your body, you're constantly producing negative and positive molecules called oxidants and reductants. And the contraction of that name is redox.
It helps the cells to detect, protect, repair, or replace. So with these molecules, we're amping up that communication. We're helping that cell signal. So we help the cells do their job better.
Without these cell signaling molecules, we simply wouldn't have immune protection from various bacteria. We wouldn't do the gene replication that we need, the DNA sequencing that we need. So even though it seems like a small piece, these redox signaling molecules interact throughout the body with every cell that we know.
They're critical. We wouldn't live minutes without these molecules being produced. Every cell in our body needs these molecules for communication purposes. The more balanced they are, the more abundant they are, the healthier we are.
The more you can amplify a signal, the more NRF2 you activate, the more genes you turn on, the better the health response.
The amount of signaling, the amount of oxidative molecules that we make is being diminished more and more with time. ASEA actually has the combination of the oxidants and the reductants that the body makes. So all we're doing with ASEA is enhancing what the body is already doing.
Having a product, a technology that's native to the body doesn't have to worry about detoxifying it, doesn't have to worry about how am I going to manage this strange molecule that you just put here, because it knows exactly what to do with redox molecules. It's one of, if not the safest recommendation I ever make to a patient.
I don't know of any other dietary supplement that actually targets the cell itself, that gets inside the cell wall and acts with the mitochondria to affect the body.
They found a way to stabilize them outside the body. You can actually put them back into bodies that are deficient in those molecules. And for me, that was a breakthrough. That's a game changer.
We think about vitamins and minerals. Well, that was 100 years ago when they were discovered. And sure, that's great, but today we've got new technology. And probably the most exciting technology is the application and supplementation of redox molecules to support our biology.
To have something that at its molecular level is native to the body is nothing short of a breakthrough.
I don't know of anything else in my career that's made this big of a difference in helping people to improve their health. And in medicine and health, this is, I think, the biggest breakthrough in my career.
This is a huge breakthrough. This is something that's foundational for health, for every cell. It affects every cell in our body. And not just the cells, but the very DNA within those cells. You know, we talk about the discovery of DNA as being a huge breakthrough, the discovery of penicillin. Yes, these were absolutely huge discoveries, but now we have something that actually goes even deeper. This is paramount to health, and we can help people have that.
Redox signaling molecules are like the DNA whisperer. They signal cells to be healthy. And because of age, because of medications, because of toxicity in the environment, perhaps radiation, you lose your ability to make the redox signaling molecules. So having them with ASEA simply replenishes what your body is doing natively when you were young. You know, I've been in the business for 40 years, and this is the first time that I've ever heard about the redox signaling molecules, which to me is a breakthrough of the 21st century, akin to the electric light bulb in the 20th century and maybe even the discovery of penicillin. Because your body is a redox signaling program, and to be able to replenish it on a day-to-day basis, internally and externally, is not just a breakthrough, it's a game changer.
It gave me my life back. And I can't ask for more than that from this product or this company. It's done everything that they told me that it was designed to do, and more. I never want to go back to the place I was. I didn't think me, Leland Duck, could ever go that low and thinking in my mind what I was thinking. It's tough for me to talk sometimes on stage because I'll start crying, and at first I tried to hide it. And now I don't hide it anymore because I just want people to know that it's real. And to me, this is by far the most gratifying thing that I've done in my career.
It's been 2.5 years. Overall, my experience with ASEA Redox has been freeing and life-giving. To give my kids and my husband a wife and a mom, to be able to do things with them that I couldn't do for so many years.
She probably wouldn't have been able to do that without ASEA. Or to be able to move here and have this amazing experience. Or be able to put me through college. Before, it was never, ever possible.
It's freedom. It's hope restoration.
The truth of the matter is that ASEA has given me my life back, and it's given me hope for my future too, to keep myself well and keep myself functioning optimally and living how I want to live. I'm passionate that people get to know that, you know, this is an option out there, and I hope that people take the time to look into it and fully understand it, because I almost blew it off, and if I had, I'd probably still be living at home. Unable to really function. And here I am now, vibrant, 30 years old, able to live the life that I want to live. And I'm just incredibly grateful for what ASEA has given me.
My real sense of the breakthrough potential of this wasn't a function of research, it wasn't a function of fact. It was a function of feelings and people, and hearing them tell me really sincerely how thankful they were for it. It's moments like those when a breakthrough has an exclamation mark behind it. You can say what you want from a positioning standpoint, but when you really start having people tell you their story, it's like punctuating the breakthrough, because now it's real, it's people, it's families.